Hey guys, it is day one post-op for me. I had my surgery on Friday morning around 7:30, and I'm feeling great. It's been a kind of a whirlwind the last 24 hours, but to give you kind of a quick update, the surgery was a success. The doctor was able to get out a large fragment from my back and said that it was definitely seemed to be causing all of my symptoms and felt like it was gone. And so that area's cleared out, filled with steroids, and I'm on the mend now. I think the incision was about an inch, inch and a half at the most. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I can definitely feel it a little bit. But to give you kind of a quick update on kind of the whole process, I I went under general anesthesia, so I started around 7:30. I woke up in the recovery room about 10:05, and so I imagine I was probably in a post-op for a little bit of time between there that I don't remember. But the second I woke up, I noticed immediately that I had the worst sciatica pain in my left leg that I'd ever had before. And it was a little alarming to me actually when I came to, because my expectation was it would just be gone. But what ended up happening was it was there and it was worse than it had ever been before. So the nurse told me that if they were to give me any more pain medication through my IV, I would have to stay the night, which I really did not want to do. So I said, well, let's just kind of see how this goes. So they gave me a Norco pill, and which doesn't really do anything for the nerve pain, but it would help if my back started to hurt from the incision. But I got to see my family after about 5 or 10 minutes there, and I was on my feet in about 20 minutes. So about 11:30 or by 10:30, I was on my feet and feeling like I could walk. The pain in my on my left side was still really intense, but it was interesting that within an hour or hour and a half of just moving, that pain slowly started to fade away. And it was one of the coolest experiences for me because I woke up feeling the same pain that I've dealt with for, 5 months. And it was the worst version of that pain. Then over the course of the next 45 minutes to an hour, I got to also experience that pain begin to kind of go away and slowly kind of fade away until it almost wasn't there at all anymore, which was, in my mind, almost as fun as waking up without pain, because it was just kind of reassuring to me just to feel it leave. But the the hospital experience was great. I got to leave the same day. It was in and out. I was out before noon, and the rest of my day one was actually pretty amazing. So I was given a back brace, and the brace I've worn pretty much anytime I'm up and about. And the back brace helps give me pressure on my back and helps remind me that I have had an injury. But I'm telling you, I could probably have gone back to work that afternoon. I could probably have, I did a little bit of walking. I did a little walk around the neighborhood, maybe about 800 meters, and felt fine. My left leg got a little bit sore toward the end of that walk. I could definitely feel that sciatica kind of starting to creep up again. And but the second I had a chance to kind of sit down and kind of rest it slowly subsided. So that actually was no big deal. I plan on walking again and going on that same path today and kind of slowly increasing it. My actual incision site hasn't been a problem at all. Either the Norco I'm on now every 6 to 8 hours is doing the job, or it's just no big deal. So I'm sure it's the Norco at this point. But in terms of everything else, my pain has been more than easily managed. The afternoon after the surgery. This morning when I woke up, so day one after my surgery, I woke up this morning at about 6:30. Had a good night's sleep. I woke up about 6:30, and the pain had returned to my left leg. So quite a bit of sciatic pain in my left glute, and kind of went down into my calf. And it was burning this time more than it usually does. And it took me a few minutes of kind of resting to kind of get that to calm down. I had to get out of bed and kind of kneel and let that kind of subside. But after an hour or so standing and walking around, it went away. So it's probably 2:45 on Saturday, day after my surgery, and I am once again back up and walking around like it's no big deal. I have to keep telling myself, don't lift over 5 to 10 pounds, just keep it in that range and let other people do things for me. But after all of the videos I've seen, after all of the stories that I've read, this has been an amazing result for me to this point. I feel like I am on the road to recovery, and that it's, a month from now, it's going to be a wholly different feeling even than now, which is great. So good report for day one.